wrestling?
That was also one of the things that she told me, like, when she came over to see the house and see, like, the room and everything, like, the whole shebang, you know. She was like, okay, before I move in, like, I have to tell you this. I don't know how you're going to react. And she was like, I wrestle people as a side job. And I was like, really? Like, and I did some wrestling in high school. It was short-lived. I was very upset that it was that way. But, boys can be mean sometimes. But I was immediately interested. I was like, oh, really? Like, how did you get into that? And she told me, like, how it went down and how she got into doing it. And I was like, oh, well, like, I want to do it. Like, where can I sign up? And that was that. And she helped me get into it. And I really, honestly, I purely do it for the competition and the sport aspect.
So, what did you learn from your championship fight versus Sarah back in July?
To never back down from a challenge.
I've heard that about you.
Yes. I love challenge.
She had no problem taking on Sarah. It was awesome. Because a lot of people who were new, hear Sarah Brooks' name come up, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, you just want me to get my ass kicked?" Which is what Chloe and Delight thought in the beginning, because they were like, "You're going to get your ass kicked, girl. What are you doing?" And she was still like, "Yeah, so what? I'll learn."
Well, that's just it. Like, doing this type of thing, you learn all different aspects of things. Like, there were some really awesome, wrestling moves that I had no idea how to do or, what they were about. And I do have to thank one person specifically for that in this podcast. His name is Jerry. And, we just recently saw him, and he coaches all three of us pretty much. And he's just wonderful and amazing. And then, of course, we have our little group. We have Mark, and then we have you, Mike. And, Mark pushes me. Like, I don't know. I like the shit stirring spoon. I think it's funny. So, that definitely keeps me on my toes.
Trust me, there's going to be plenty of shit stirring.
Mm-hmm.
So, were you nervous?
It's just like... Sorry, go ahead.
Were you nervous about having your first cat fight like this on video against Sarah? And do you want a rematch with her?
One, yes, I was extremely nervous. You could tell by my demeanor. I'm very outgoing, and I really like to meet people. And the whole time I was preparing for that, I was very quiet. I don't do a lot of shit talking before the cat fights because I don't know how the other person is going to react. And I like to have the element of surprise. I don't really want to let people know what I'm about. And then when they get in there, they're like, oh shit, like, this girl can really do some damage. That's like the biggest thing. Everyone underestimates me, and I'm just really glad that I got to get out there and actually have somebody who, like, wanted to reciprocate the feeling of wanting to fight. And Sarah was perfect for that. She's awesome, and she's kind-hearted, and she's sweet, and I just love her. She's great. And two, yes, I definitely want a rematch. I pulled my eyelashes off again.
Yes, I did see that. But, of course, I also saw, in the first 30 seconds what you did to Sarah. And I will be honest with you, my eyes about popped out of my skull when I saw that.
See, that's that element of surprise I was talking about.
So I have a comment
It
here.
was hard for me to not jump by. I'm surprised the camera didn't bounce at that point because even I was like, holy shit.
Well, and I have a comment here from Mark as well. It says, Mark, you're a dick.
Aw. He is.
At least I know who I am.
Yeah,
Good
I mean,
time, though.
so here's a pretty good question. Mark has had some great cat fighters that aren't his biggest fans. Would you ever consider challenging someone, say, like a Cheyenne Jewel, Lyric Lane, Tilly McGrease, or even a Carrie Spectrum?
I'm surprised that list won't go on forever.
Yes.
Oh, I could think.
For sure, 100%. And sorry, Mark, but they're probably going to kick your ass.
Oh, actually, this was a question that was for you.
She lets me fight my own battles.
Yes, which is good.
The cat will pretty much fight anybody. She's not out there looking to start shit or help me stir up my pot in a way.
Yeah.
She enjoys watching this stuff. She respects all those women immensely and stuff. Sometimes she'll even be the one to tell me you're an idiot sometimes. And
For sure. I mean, I try to, like, get along with everybody. I'm very much usually an easy person to get along with. But if you, talk shit about me behind my back or whatever, like, it's whatever. I don't care. I just, live my life and do whatever. I'm in it purely for the satisfaction of fighting, if that makes sense.
luckily she understands what I'm doing half the time and doesn't give me too much crap for it. As long as I don't throw her under the bus, I'm safe.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Kat, here's a rather random question for you.
Okay.
What is your favorite genre of music?
I like 80s rock and metal.
I knew
My
we would.
girl.
I knew we would get along great.
Like, I really love Iron Maiden. They're pretty great.
I'm actually supposed to go see them on September 6th here in Portland.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You're so lucky.
Now, here's a question for you. And I think this
Okay.
is a really good one. Any chance of you taking on Davina in the future and seeing if you can handle her attack on your tits and hair? Both of you are just straight-up catfighters, and I think that would be a great match for you. What is your take on that?
I'd do it. I mean, like I said, like Mark said too, like I'll take a challenge anytime.
That one might actually be happening in September.
Oh, really?
I did kind of talk to Kat about that because Gia Love needed to reschedule and change things. I just found that out today. So everything's always changing and moving. It's kind of like Davina versus Kat, if it's going to happen. I asked Davina about it. I'm just waiting to hear back from her, but that seems to be what we're going to try to go with now. We'll reschedule the whole event to another time. So, and Kat's up for just about anything. So, and I think that would be a great match to have those two together and do it.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't see why it can't happen, and I know both of them are 100% solid to be there on the 15th, so I don't have to worry about that.
And we both have really hot tattoos.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Kat's shown me some of the tattoos that she's gotten, and yeah, those are pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, she
I'm
keeps
getting
getting more.
my cat one, my recent one. I really like cats, and I got a hairless cat on my thigh, and it's wearing a cute little witch hat, and it's got some like cute crystals and like pearls and stuff around it. I'm getting it finished on the 6th, so I'm very excited for that.
She'll be able to show it off soon.
Yeah, eventually.
Yes. Everyone's going to see my wonderful tattoo.
I just
I
have.
know she's looking forward to it. She had such a blast with her and stuff that we're looking forward to it. And
I don't think I'll
hopefully
be
with
as
Devere.
nervous now.
What?
I said, I don't think I'll be as nervous this time now.
No, definitely not.
In fact,
she handled it so well last time, because I was there and saw how nervous she was, and she was ridiculously nervous. That afterwards you could tell the difference. Everything was all done, and like the color came back. She was
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
we all noticed, especially you showed me that in the hotel room after the fact.
Well, she pretty much went and threw up after.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh. It was just like the adrenaline. I just got so like super sick all of a sudden. Like it was really weird. That's never happened to me before, so that was a new thing.
It was a great fight. It was great to see how Sarah brought that out of her and knew what to do to get the best out of Kat too, and then really get her to go at it. And it ended up being such a great fight with two people that now respect each other a lot. And Sarah's got a lot of respect for Kat and what she did that day, and I know Kat respects the hell out of Sarah.
And I think
we all do. Sarah's just the best.
And yeah, I was gonna say that. I mean, everybody's got a newfound respect for Kat after that fight. They can see that she can handle herself pretty damn well.
Anybody that can make Sarah fight hard is doing a good job. Like a lot of fans say, a lot of times you can tell she's sitting back in a fight. She could go a lot harder if she wanted to, but she'd destroy the girl if she did. And at least with Kat, she could go a lot harder than normal. I mean, she was real happy after herself that I found her somebody that gave her a good fight like that.
Yeah.
Kat impressed her a lot, and it made me feel good. Kat made me look like a genius.
Yeah.
I'll always remember right after that thing, and we got Chloe took the picture of it, was when I hugged her right away afterwards, and that moment was my special moment out of it, because it meant so much that what she did for me, and I was whispering in her ear that I was so proud of her, and I can't believe what she just did for me, and I was thanking her, and I almost wanted to cry, but then I put the camera around.
Yeah. So here's some questions for you, Kat.
Okay.
Okay, so tell the listening audience about your participation in the Brutal Beauties Catfight. Was your fight with Sarah tougher than you thought it would be?
In all honesty, I didn't know what to expect. I had people chirping in my ear saying that I was going to get my ass kicked, and
Not me.
It was a mistake. Yeah, not Mark. It was a mistake to. Everyone was saying it was a mistake to go against her and take the challenge to do that, and it was almost like I was starting to doubt myself a little bit after I would, hear more and more. And the biggest thing was to just sit back and ignore all of that and just kind of roll with myself and have confidence in myself that, it is what it is. If I do get my ass kicked, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not a sore loser or anything. It's just, it is what it is. And I can learn from my mistakes. I've watched that video when it came out and Mark sent it to me. I watched that video a million freaking times. And every single time I saw something new that I could work on and better myself by reviewing it that way.
Now, this next question is kind of an interesting one.
Okay.
Do you believe Mark cares for your safety?
Oh, yes, for sure. 100%. I can guess who that came from.
So somebody's got to push my buttons, don't they?
It's whatever. Mark, he really, what people don't see is, what goes on behind the scenes. I talk to Mark literally every day. We have our little group going. I don't think he would do anything to me that would put me in a position where I could seriously get hurt. I know my own strength. I can swallow my pride and say when enough is enough. And Mark, I think he does a good job.